It's football Sunday, baby.
First football Sunday in the books. Almost done with our fantasy week. A little bit of news in the NBA, some WNBA. Let's just get right into it, shall we?
Yeah, pass me the rock so I can shoot this three. But I look over on the wing and I see EB. CB the bully in the paint, hanging with them trees. And D cutting to the rim, Mr. Three-Man weed. Yeah, they talk a lot of smack, but they don't get no tease. There's not a topic off limits, there ain't no referees. It don't matter the sport, it don't matter the court, it don't matter the field. Things are gonna get real. They gon' hit it off the tee, straight from hole 18. It could be a par 5, still gon' land on green. Got a mean slap shot to make a goalie freeze. Coming like the avalanche from the 303. Time to lace up the cleats so you won't get beat. I just told the quarterback that it's time to go deep. We got EB, CB, DaBully and D. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the three-man weed. Yeah, hey, it's the three-man weed. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the three-man weed. Yeah, hey, the three-man weed.
Football's here, man, and it is beautiful. Season 105, off to a good start.
Yeah, it was fun.
I am glad I have something good to say about the Giants. I didn't think that would happen, especially this early in the season.
No
but
way.
As far as the first Sunday, Giants won jerseys. Giants had the coldest uniforms today. They wore uniforms that dated back to their very first football game in 1925. So you want to talk about a throwback? Like, this is all the way back. But yeah. Their jerseys were hard as shit. They ended up losing. Daniel Jones threw a pick or two. But those jerseys were dope. It's their 100-year anniversary as well for the New York Giants.
They were dope. Never have anything good to say about the Giants. Did you see the Seahawks?
Yeah, the whole thing.
They threw it back too, man, with the silver helmet.
Mm-hmm. The Bengals also rocked like the full orange uni. First time they rocked the orange pants. That shit was clean.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be the only real positive I had to say about the Bengals today. Jamar Chase did play. T. Higgins did not, however. And the New England Patriots go into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals 16-10.
The fucking Patriots, the new look Patriots, the young Patriots.
Right, Mayo gets his first win as a head coach. Ramondre Stevenson carried the load, literally 25 carries, 120 yards and a touchdown. Burrow was 20 for 29, threw for 164 yards. Jamar Chase caught all 6 of his targets, went for 62 yards, so not a big day. You know, it was really down to the game to whether he was going to play or not for the most part. The really only surprise of the day to me was the Bengals losing to the Patriots. Miami and the Buffalo Bills both had rough starts. Didn't quite look like they were going to pull it out. They both ended up with some W's though, against the Jags and the Cards respectively. Kyler Murray looked really good though.
Stud.
You know, he uses McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. a little bit more. But your boy was moving on the ground. He still looked quick. He was coming back from that injury last year. But yeah, Kyler Murray looked really good, even though they didn't pull out the win. It was a good showing for the Cardinals to start the year. Bo Nix lost his first start as a pro up there in Denver with you. Seahawks got them 26-20. He threw for 138 yards, but threw 2 picks. 6 different receivers did catch the ball though, so he's spreading it out a little bit. And then one of the crazy developments of today, Dak Prescott gets his contract this morning.
Did he?
Plays today. Cowboys win. Yeah, man.
How much was it for?
Dak Prescott is now holds the most guaranteed money in NFL history. The distinction that belonged for the last 4 years to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
So Deshaun Watson got $230 million guaranteed in his deal. Dak Prescott gets $231 million guaranteed in true Jerry Jones fashion, beating that deal by $1 million. The contract is for up to $240 million.
Well, I'm glad we got the W today because it would look kind of nasty if we didn't.
Oh, man. It'd have been ugly if they didn't. CD had a solid game, caught half of his targets for 61 yards.
Yeah.
Brent caught a touchdown. Zeke rushed for 40 yards
with the touchdown. Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Got him a little touchdown in his return to Dallas. But Cowboys beat the Browns 33-17. Deshaun Watson off to a rough start once again with a team that I know they don't have Nick Chubb, but it is a team that was led to the playoffs by Joe Flacco last year. So you got to – this year is going to say a lot about Deshaun Watson and his future, not only with the Cleveland Browns, but in the NFL. If he can't get somewhere close back to form that he was, that got him that $230 million guaranteed.
Man, it's definitely championship or bust for Dallas too, man. Like,
and it is every year, depending on who you talk to. But
yeah, if you talk to Dallas fans, for sure, this year's their year. They always start strong, though. You know what I'm saying?
I love watching them flame out in December, though. I always get excited about it.
Right in time to play the Eagles.
Only person more excited about it than me is Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, your Eagles got to win on Friday. We haven't got to talk about that, so we could be on with what'd you see there?
You know that push play they do at the touchdown line, it's not as accurate as it was with your boy Kelsey missing. But the Eagles got it done, man. I mean, A.J. Brown was the leading receiver. I'm not sure what he did. Let me see. Jalen Hurts. He gave me 2 touchdowns. He threw 2 interceptions, threw for 278 yards. It was a pretty decent game for him. A.J. Brown had one of those touchdowns, 5 for 10 with receptions with 119 yards. It was a pretty decent game for them. I believe one of the other receivers scored a touchdown as well. Philly with the win, beat Green Bay. It was interesting to watch since Mack Truck had Jay Love and I had their running back Jacobs. Watching this game was interesting because sometimes I didn't know who to root for, but the Eagles got it done 1-0. Hopefully they keep it going.
All right, let's get into you already kind of started a little bit. Let's get into fantasy. Give me your best fantasy football, or your worst. Give me your worst first. Your worst fantasy player, the lowest performer, especially from what you had expected. Who was your dud for the week?
Hopkins. Hopkins gave me 1 point. I was expecting a lot more. He only had 1 reception, 8 yards. I'm probably going to be trading him after that. I saw one of the receivers for the Colts went off. I might have to give him a shot since he's still on the board.
All right.
But yeah, he was the worst player on mine for sure.
Mine was a tie, actually. Kincaid, the tight end from the Buffalo Bills, and Rome Odunze, rookie wide receiver for Chicago, which isn't all his fault. That was an interesting game, even though Chicago pulled out the win. Caleb Williams didn't really shine in his rookie debut. But yeah, both of them only got me 2 points. Pretty low for me. Was not feeling it.
Are you still projected to win?
Oh yeah, I'm projected to get in that ass. I'm at 74% right now. Early in the week, especially Thursday, because I had Patrick Mahomes, and he didn't really play that well, fantasy wise at least. I was kind of dejected. I didn't know. I knew this season was going to be a roller coaster for me anyway. The way my team is constructed, so I'm gonna have some ups and some downs. But I had a lot of both in week 1. But at the end of it, my top performer was Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback from the Washington Commanders. They didn't get the win, but he was 17 for 24, 184 yards, carried the ball 16 times for almost 90 yards, ran for 2 touchdowns. Good performance out of the rookie. I'll take that. And then, Gibbs was decent for Detroit. Alvin Kamara gave me some good numbers for the Saints. They pulled it out. They beat the shit out of the Panthers. Panthers look like dog shit.
Yeah, I have Trevor Lawrence on my team. He's my second quarterback. He's projected to give me 17. He only gave me 11. And I have a third quarterback in Mayfield, and I'm thinking I'm going to put him in because he gave me 29.
Yeah, my third quarterback was Kirk Cousins, and he gave me 8. So I'm going to leave his ass on the bench if he even remains on the In My Bag squad.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is out of there, man. Becky with the good hair, you got to go.
Shout out my defense, though. Got 12 points out of the defense today. The Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, you get TJ Watt. It all is good. They got 2 picks, only allowed 10 points, 2 sacks, recovered a fumble. Just, you know, Pittsburgh football, baby.
Pittsburgh football, baby. I got Pickens over there, man. He did all right for me. Gave me 13.50. I was only supposed to have 12.
With Justin Fields, the quarterback, it'll be interesting to see if they keep Justin Fields as a starter if Russell Wilson's able to play next week, or if they go back to the vet.
I mean, you got to give Russell some time. You got to let him get a week.
But do you do that do you do that after a win? You start off the season with a win, and then you come in and you throw Russell Wilson and you change it up after a W? Do you fix what ain't broke?
You could start him, and if it ain't working in the first fucking quarter, you could definitely ship his ass out.
That's a lot. That's a lot to prepare for the whole week. To just have him play. See, like you got to have an idea going in. Like they probably got to decide early this week if Russ is ready to go. At least they named him the starter, but he couldn't go this week. Justin Fields did come out with a win, so I don't know if is the future now in Pittsburgh, or do you just hold it back a little bit, let him learn some more, and see what Russ can do for the year? You can't keep going back and forth
like that. I guess you do got to start him before you start Russell, and see if he can hold it down a second week. Prove himself. You got the ball rolling now. You can't. I guess you just can't stop a train while it's at full momentum.
Right, and I mean, it's early enough in the season where it may not make too much of a difference, but coming off of a win, why not stick with it, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to the Lions too, man.
Good game.
Shout out to the Lions tonight. Shout out to their coach that likes to go for it on the 4th down.
Love MCTC.
And you know it's coming. Like, that was a good game, down to the wire, OT win. Shout out Lions. It was against the Rams. Cooper Kupp came up big for me in my fantasy. He's the only reason I'm still even kind of contending. He
didn't do much for me. I got Puka on the squad.
Nah, he got hurt.
Oh shit! I didn't even
got hurt. He got out of there early.
I had Jahmyr Gibbs though, so he did a little work for Detroit.
Yeah, Gibbs is nice. But Cooper Kupp, bro, 14 for 21, 110 yards, got a touchdown. He's the only reason that I am still in it. Like, I was winning that game.
What's the projection down now between you and Mac?
She's projected to win 65%.
Ooh, that flipped.
And which is crazy because by the end of the game tonight, I was still projected to win by a lot. But I guess
you got anybody left to play, or is everybody done for you?
Nobody really came through. I got Kittle on Monday going nuts. I'm sure he's going to give me some, I hope.
At least I got players going. Like I think I'm done for the week, and then I'm waiting for them to play Debo and the 49ers defense.
She's got Purdy.
Oh shit!
To play. She's got Purdy to play, and I got Kittle. That's it.
Like your successes are directly tied to each other.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But shit, Mac, her receiver line is crazy. Her running back line is crazy. I knew that was going to give me an issue this week.
I'm talking a little bit of college football, man. My Texas Longhorns went into the Big House and beat the defending champions 31-12 in Michigan Wolverines. Quinn Ewers, 24 for 36, 246 yards, threw 3 touchdowns. Their tight end, Helm, caught 7 catches on 7 targets for 98 yards and a touchdown. Davis Warren got the start for Michigan. They've kind of been employing this two quarterback systems so far with Alex Orji. Orji did get a little bit of run, not too much. I think they just had him in on a couple running plays. But in the end of it, man, Michigan just lost too many players to the draft. You lose John Harbaugh, and Texas is a beast this year. So number 3 Texas goes in and beats the defending champions 31-12. I was talking so much shit on Max Live Pod yesterday. It was incredible.
That's legit. What do you think about the CU game against Nebraska?
Damn.
Nebraska's tough, but that's kind of like classic of what we saw last season too. Out of them,
exactly. Like
all
in
these
that
huge games, they lose.
That's a problem, especially when Shadour's supposed to be one of those Heisman favorites. Like, and Travis Hunter still had a hell of a game though. But you know, Shadour took 5 sacks. Couldn't get on the board, man, against a tough Nebraska team for sure, but that's a bad look this early in the year after pulling off last week's win. It sounds like it's going to be more of the same from Colorado like they looked last year. It's not. I thought they might be able to sneak into maybe the top 25 with a win this week, and possibly down the line maybe even sneak into the playoffs if they in fact got better than last year. But
right,
it looks like last year.
It looks like last year. That's what I thought too.
But you know, I put a little bit of money on some college games yesterday. I did like an 8-game parlay, just took some money line bets, and I was like, all right, let's make some easy money. And for a while, it was easy. And then Iowa State decided they wanted to come into Kinnick and beat Iowa by 1 point. And I could have cashed out before that game. I was like halfway through the parlay. I had the early games. All 4 of my early games hit. You know what I mean? Feeling good, feeling fine. At the time, Iowa was hitting. I was like, all right, there was another game on at the time that was also hitting for me. I was like, oh,
and Iowa's supposed to beat Iowa State.
Yeah, man. But I mean, Iowa State is better than a lot of people give them credit for this year, especially. And I'm watching the game. I don't even think, I should fucking cash out before this gets out of hand. I'm just so shocked that Iowa State is doing this in Iowa's building, comes back, wins the game, fucked up my whole parlay. Everything else hit. Iowa State beating Iowa did not. I try. Usually, I don't bet Broncos. I don't bet this Iowa State shit usually. I don't bet Lakers. I did it. I thought it was going to be an easy dub. And first half, I looked pretty right. But
I bet the parlay, but NFL with Rams and Lions. I needed St. Brown to give me 40 yards catching. It wasn't even close.
I got a little bit of basketball. Jamal Murray gets a 4-year max extension, $208 million, keeping the core of him, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr. there for at least like the next 2 to 3 years. Thoughts on
Jamal? Good for Jamal to get this on his decline.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. We'll see what he does. But I haven't been impressed with him lately.
Fair. With that said, I wanted you to give me your 5 best duos going into next year. Doesn't have to be in order. Or it can be. It's up to you.
AD and LeBron. Maybe Maxey PG. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, Embiid, of course, is going to be part of that, but like, PG's good with working with somebody around the perimeter with him. So I'm just throwing that one out there. Chris Paul, Wemby. Jaylen Brown, Drew, LeBron, and Davis.
You said them twice.
Oh, did I? Let's go AE and Gobert.
What the hell kind of list was that?
I just wanted to do some out of the ordinary shit.
I had one of those.
Which one?
Bron and AD.
So what? Lillard and Antetokounmpo?
Nope. Put Maxey and Embiid. Murray and Joker. I had Bron and AD, Luka and Kyrie.
Ooh, Luka and Kyrie.
And I had Brown and James.
I didn't. Hell yeah. You wrote this down?
Yeah.
So. Mine was off the tizzy. The tippy top.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Because Gobert's not anybody's top 5 anything.
Hey, they might make their way to the conference finals again.
Maybe. I also saw some fake trades. I wanted to see what you would think of these trades if you'd go through with them, which team you think would deny them. But I have 3 of them here for you. First one is the Utah Jazz trading John Collins and Walker Kessler to the New Orleans Pelicans for Brandon Ingram.
That might be nice for both of them. Honestly, B.I. is nice, and he might need a change of pace and, really just have his own squad. And
would that be his squad, though? Because you got Lauri Markkanen over there. Who else would be left? I guess Kessler would be gone. Jordan Clarkson. Sexton's over there.
Who'd you say the trade was for to New Orleans?
Walker Kessler and John Collins.
I was thinking.
They probably didn't want to trade him.
I was thinking Colin Saxon. My bad.
No, Sexton would still be there. But Collins wouldn't go from Atlanta.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it for either side?
No, I probably wouldn't do it. I feel like it'd be a bad trade.
I think it could be a good look for the Pelicans, getting a center like Walker Kessler. And I guess a 4-5 kind of could back up Zion too with John Collins. And then that frees up because now you have Dejounte Murray. So you got him kind of handling some more of the ball with CJ McCollum. You still got Herb Jones over there. You add defense with Kessler. It could be okay for New Orleans. I don't know.
It might be this year.
Huh?
Who's their big this year? Did they get the boy from Purdue?
No.
Memphis. He's in Memphis.
Yeah, Edie's in Memphis.
Yeah.
I don't remember who they picked up in the draft, but I don't believe they addressed the big because they lost Valanciunas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they seem pretty tough, but Valanciunas was a good piece, bro. Just getting his hand on the ball and rebounds and even scoring.
Kessler's a younger version of that. He's shown that he can get boards, protect the paint. He can step outside a little bit too, like Valanciunas has started to do the last couple of years. It could be okay to look for New Orleans, but I think it doesn't leave you enough in Utah for anything to happen. Honestly, you get some more offense, but you're not guarding nobody.
All right. I'm looking at I just looked at the Lakers roster too, and I'm like, damn, we really got the same squad coming in.
Yeah, and a rookie.
Just with Bronny.
Yeah, and Dalton Connect.
And Connect's gonna be a bright spot, but
all right, my second one is the Memphis Grizzlies trading Brandon Clark and 2 second-round picks to Portland for Robert Williams III.
That might be nice. Trailblazers just over there trying shit anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they do, but it could be good for Memphis.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Memphis does.
Me too. I want to see Ja. I hope Ja has the biggest chip on his shoulder this year.
Where'd they send Steven Adams? I think he's a Rocket.
Who knows? Can he even play? He hasn't been on the court for 2 years now.
I think he's a Rocket. I looked him up the other day. I think he's over there. He's gonna play.
All right, I got last one. Another one involving Portland. This time they're trading Jeremy Grant to the Los Angeles Lakers for Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, and a 2029 first-round pick.
Nah. If this was Grant Hill fresh out of Denver, Grant fresh out of Denver, maybe. But I don't think so right now.
He was still getting like 20 last year for Portland. I know they weren't much, but between him and Malcolm Brogdon, they were the only ones really getting it done over there.
That's a lot. But, the Lakers are win now attitude. Anything could happen like that for them.
You got to think about what you're losing. Like you said, I think Connect will be a bright spot this year. But
is what, third or fourth in scoring for them?
Yeah, but I think I'd take Jeremy Grant.
Oh, for sure. Jeremy's third, for sure.
Yeah, and then Gabe Vincent, what as excited as I was when the Lakers got him, hasn't been able to stay on the court for one, and when he has, he might as well not be.
I mean, if you remember what he did with Miami, you hope that he comes back to that kind of form.
Absolutely. That's why I was excited about him being a Laker.
Yeah.
Some WNBA now. I don't know if you saw the awkward moment at Liberty Aces. Steph Curry walks up on his old boo thing and Splash brother Klay Thompson with his new teammates, Derek Lively and some of the other guys from the Dallas Mavericks.
I did see that.
Fun little awkward exchange between the guys.
He's like, ew.
Yeah.
They talk about hanging out. He said, ew.
But to the game, though, Liberty beat the Aces 75-71. Brianna Stewart, 21-11. Jonquel Jones, 15-8-4. Sabrina had 14-4-4 and moved into fifth all-time in franchise history by grabbing her 789th rebound.
Who? Sabrina?
Sabrina, fifth in Liberty history in rebounds.
She's aggressive, bro. She's aggressive, man. I like the way she plays, dog.
Yeah.
For real, she don't give a fuck.
She put on a little show for the Splash Brothers. Kelsey Plum did what she could for the Aces. 25 points, hit 5 of her threes. But beating a stacked team and the best team in the league pretty much all season in the New York Liberty is a tall task when you don't have your MVP. Asia Wilson not in the game with a ankle injury. So we're definitely missing her. But with 5 games remaining in the WNBA season, are you starting to worry a little bit about the three-peat? You think we still got this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Especially some of them younger girls coming in and knowing the game after a couple years, like Sabrina. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. This is where I really start watching the WNBA. When it comes down to this time in the playoffs, it's going to get lit. We'll see. Pressure makes diamonds. Hopefully the Aces got it in them. And just act like they've been there before.
Next up for the Aces is back-to-back games at what may be the hottest team in the WNBA right now. They have to travel to Indiana and play the Fever twice.
She about to get her one. That's what I know. I'm hoping the Aces can get their three-peat before, but she about to take over the league if she hasn't already. Beast. She's a beast.
Some sad news. The one person that was competing with Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year before Caitlin wrapped it up just post All-Star break and Olympic break, if you ask me. It's been Caitlin's ever since the break was over. Angel Reese out for the rest of the year with a wrist injury. Suffered in the game they played against the Sparks the other night. So she's done for the year. Averaged 13 and 13 on the year, though.
Shout out on a nice rookie season.
The shitty Earth thing for them is the Sky are still fighting for the playoffs. There's 12 teams in the W, so 8 teams make the playoffs. They're currently sitting in that 8th spot. Only 1 game ahead of the Atlanta Dream. But right now the standings are Liberty at 1, Minnesota Lynx at 2, Connecticut Sun at 3. Our Aces are right there at 4. Storm at 5, Fever right there at 6, Mercury with all the legends at 7, and the Sky are there at 8 with the Dream right behind them. Coming down to it.
I like Mercury a lot too. Be watching them closely. Is it Diana's last season?
Has she said yet? I'm not sure.
She has not.
I don't know. I think she might be another one of those ones that needs to fail farewell tour.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, like Super Bowl.
Might do one more.
I can see that.
You got anything else you want to get into for Bully of the Week?
No, let's get into it. Let's get into the bullies, man. You got how many you got?
I only got one.
Hell yeah.
Bully of the Week.
Bully of the Week. I gotta give one to Elijah Arenas for doing one-on-one drills with superstars and NBA players and holding his motherfucking own. Not just holding his own, but he was scoring on these cats, and it really looked like they were playing defense. I saw Naz Reid out there, even Kevin Durant. But this boy is going to be nice, and he's stretched out a little bit more. Shout out to Elijah Arenas. That's one bully of the week.
My bully of the week will also end up being my pay that man play of the week. Wide receiver Christian Fitzpatrick from Marshall. One-handed grab and just mossed the hell out of this Virginia Tech defender. Like it's logo worthy. This mossing was so nasty that he delivered. You need to see this clip. I actually posted it on the In My Bag Instagram story.
Check it out.
It says pay that man play of the week nominee. But yeah, shout out Christian Fitzpatrick because this catch was disrespectful, really.
I love catches like that, man. Bully of the week, Tyreek Hill. He gets a touchdown and gets put in handcuffs like he was handcuffed before the game. Bully of the week to be handcuffed before the game, get a touchdown same day, and then that be your touchdown celebration. Tyreek Hill.
This is wild.
I don't know why they put his ass on the ground and shit, but
It'll all go. I think like Calais Campbell or somebody else like went to go de-escalate the situation, and he was also detained.
Oh yeah, crazy, bro. Bully of the week.
You got anything else this evening?
I got to give it to Montgomery one more time on that touchdown in OT to win the game against the Rams. Shout out.
Indeed.
But no, man, definitely super tired for this show. Lacking a little bit, but we had to do it. We stay consistent because we are the three-man weave. Me, I am CB, the bully of Bullies, Cuts, and Styles, with my brother, as always, EB of In My Bag Apparel. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.
We are three.